Good morning, everyone. In today's class, we'll discuss on import procurement. So, what is import and how do you configure the import procurement to your organization? And what are the requirements for import? So, we'll study all those things in this class. So, I made some notes for this kind of import procurement, and I'll explain you first theoretically, and after that, I will explain you practically with an example of purchase order, and we'll see. So basically, what is import procurement? So I will tell you outline of import procurement. In this case, only one thing is like you'll process the customs duty to the vendor before receiving the goods. This is the only difference between the normal procurement as well as import procurement. You'll do the payment for the import charges and all, customs duty and all. You will pay to the vendor before receiving the goods. Normally, once you receive the goods, you will pay to the vendor. But in this import kind of things, you need to pay the customs duty to customs to the vendor, and after that you will receive the goods to the plant. And first of all, procuring of goods from US to India or any other place near to USA, like import procurement, when we will use to the organization, especially in the case of importing from other countries. Okay, it's like even you are exporting to other country, it's like import to their country, and you need to pay the customs to their country and as per their requirements. And import to the India, it means like they need to pay the customs to the government. Okay, as per the percentage, they need to pay the customs duty. So currently we have GST in India. So there is no separate condition type for customs. So GST is included with all type of charges, all type of taxes, everything. So even customs also included in GST. So if there is no GST, then we have condition type in pricing procedure. In the condition type, you need to maintain one of the condition for the customs. Okay, and remove the tax code in the invoice tab. And the next important thing is like when you are paying the customs to the vendor, you are paying to the same vendor or different vendor. In the many cases, the custom clearance vendor will be different than your vendor who is delivering the goods. The custom clearance vendor will be different. So only few vendors will be there. They will be doing all the customs clearance and all. Okay, so for that vendor, we need to pay the custom charges. Customs and all, how much charge is there? We need to pay the customs to that vendor. And I will tell you how to maintain for the respective customs to that vendor, so that automatically it will get paid to the vendor. And for this, you need to perform the invoice. You need to perform the invoice before performing the goods receipt. So for this happen, we need to do GR based IR uncheck. Okay, so that we can post the invoice, and after that we can post goods receipt, and again we can post invoice for the materials we received. Okay. And coming to the purchase order document types, so normally if you're working for any organization, you'll be having different type of document types for the import type of procurement. But as you're working in ideas and as you're practicing in ideas, you will be processing in the same document type, and you'll be having some checkpoints to the import type of procurement, and as per that you need to maintain all the categories in that. Okay, and I will perform today with NB type only, which is like idea system. The next setting is like material master. Okay, in the material master we will see one tab called foreign trade import tab, which you will use for this type of materials. We recommend you to use this import tab, so that it's like what type of material is coming into picture, what is the group, so all the things from which country it is coming, So we need to maintain in the foreign trade import tab. Coming to vendor master, you will uncheck the GR based IR check in the vendor master purchasing data, and this is the main important thing for import. And the next main important thing is like condition type. So once you maintain the vendor on purchase organization, you know that one of the calculation schema will trigger into the purchase order conditions, and in these conditions we have some customs duty here. We need to pay some customs to the vendor. So in that case, we need to perform invoice, and you need to maintain some charges to the condition type. So for the respect to customs, we have some condition type, and we need to maintain the condition type in the calculation schema if it is not available. And while creating PO also, we need to select the condition type, and we need to maintain the percentage respectively. Okay, and I will explain you all these things practically also, but before that I want to explain you theoretically. Okay, one of the student asked me to explain in a theoretical way, so that it will be easy for them to make a note, as well as they can follow the practical class also. Okay, next thing is like create a PO. In the PO, just ensure that we have GR based IR check is unchecked. Okay, and now perform. Now what will do? You'll create a PO and release the PO, and you will send it to the respective vendor, and vendor will receive the goods. I mean, he will deliver the goods, and the traveling, he will clear the customs. The customs vendor will clear the customs, and they'll send the invoice to you, which is for the customs pay, and you need to perform the myro for the services. Okay, which is like planned delivery cost. Once you perform that one, the goods will deliver to the plant, and you can perform a goods receipt. And after that, you need to pay invoice. I mean, like, you need to post invoice receipt for the goods. Previously you posted for the invoice receipt for the planned services. You can type like delivery cost. Okay, and after that, payment will be released to the vendor, and before that, the customs duty will be released to the customs vendor. And this is like import procurement. Okay, this is the theoretical explanation of import procurement, and I will show you practically also how to do this import procurement. So before that, we need to create a material, you need to create a vendor, and after that you need to create a purchase order, and after that we will see how to post invoice, after that mygo, and again following with invoice receipt. Okay, let me share my SAP. Go to MM01, which is for creating a material master. Something mechanical, ROH. And you can see here, as I told you, we need to select foreign trade import data. Okay, and you need to select this view, and we need to check this data. And if this view is not there, you need to go to the respect to material type, and you need to activate the foreign trade import data view for the respect to material type, and you need to perform this. Okay, plant is 1000. Action like import material. waste unit measurement, material group, purchasing also I'm mentioning. Purchasing group, okay. And we have foreign trade import tab here. Go to foreign trade import. There you can see like what is the type of materials and what is the group of materials. You can go to F4 and you can check, and this is easy only, and this is like country of origin and region of origin. Select any other country except India. I mean, like, don't select both the countries same, like plant country. Maintain the valuation class. So the material. The material is 2273 is the material. Double 2273 is the material. Now go to slash and xk02. I already have vendor. Just I wish to check the vendor is having GR based trial check is there or not. So I can use this same vendor for the import procurement. The system is slow. Wait. The GR based check is there. Just I will uncheck this one. Just save the this one. Okay. I will show you all prerequisites and all to perform the import procurement. First is material master, next is vendor master, and after that I will show you like calculation schema, what are the conditions are there. So AAA1 is my vendor. Just I'm checking my material, which material? 2273 is my material. Okay. Okay, fine, no issue. Now I want to check the calculation schema, whether I have the conditions available for the import procurement or not, which is for customs. Go to slash and OLME, which is the purchasing. Here go to the conditions and check for the calculation schema. Here you can see define pricing determination process and go to define calculation schema. As I'm using standard calculation schema, so I will do check for all the condition types in standard calculation schema. And if you are using some different calculation schema, try to see whether you have the condition types available or not. RM 0000 is the standard. I'll go through there and I'll check for the customs condition type is there or not. If it is not there, I need to maintain here. Check for the customs. Here you can see here customs percentage, customs value, custom quantity. Customs can be calculated many times, many types. It's like percentage, value, or quantity. So let's think that in terms of percentage we are giving. Okay, and it's like manual. It's like we don't know what is the PO we are creating a import or not. So try to maintain it's like manual type of condition type and statistical icon so that we can create we can maintain a manual condition while creating a purchase order. Okay, and I'm saving this doc. I mean, like there is no requirement of saving because I already have this document condition types in calculation schema. Okay, now go to /n me21n. This is for creation of purchase order. Material is 2273. Normally you use different type of document types for the end users purpose and all. You'll use different document types. So based on that, we used to create a import procurement, and you have some checkpoints will be there with respect to the organization requirements. Here I'm creating a normal thing just as per the concept purpose. PO quantity I'm making 100. Vendor I selected is 1111. 2273 is the material. Plant is 1000. Just enter. Okay, maintain purchase organization, purchasing group, everything. Okay. So there is a default freight for this vendor, which is in a condition record. So for this is not required for me. Just I will remove this one. I'm maintaining like condition 20 is the USD. Okay, this is not required. And if your customs vendor is different, then you need to maintain currency exchange here. Okay, you need to maintain currency exchange here, and exchange needs to be maintained by the FI consultant. This is their monthly activity, that is. Okay, and here coming to us, first of all check invoice tab whether GR based tire check is there or not. So there is only invoice receipt is there. Okay, that's it, that is fine, no issue. And come to the conditions tab, and you can see all the conditions here. Okay, you can see all the conditions here, but check for the custom conditions. As it is manual, custom conditions will not appear here. You need to maintain manually. Go to F4 and search for the customs. I'll take with respect to the percentage. You can see here customs percentage 0.081. I'm maintaining like 10% is my customs. Then go there, you can see here customs is 200 rupees, 200 USD. Okay, which is like 10%. Okay, now just save the purchase order. We maintain the customs in the purchase order, and even GR based check is not there. And for this PO, the customs needs to be cleared before receiving the goods. Check for the release strategy and release the PO, and after that we will perform invoice for the customs. The PO has been created 4500017365. check whether release strategy is there or not. Release strategy is there. Now try to release the PO, and after that we'll perform the remaining activities. As for ME 29N. So the purchase order. The PO is released. Okay, now we can perform the invoice for the customs. Copy the PO number 17365. Now, once you send this PO copy to the vendor, you will take the print preview and you need to send to the vendor. And once this sent to the vendor will deliver the goods to the plant. And before delivering, the customs needs to be cleared by the customs officer as per the government rules. And if it is like import, what you will do? The customs will be cleared, and for that vendor, I want to tell you one more thing. Go to conditions here, and these like customs, and these customs needs to be paid to the different vendor, not to the same vendor. In this case, we need to go to this tab, select that one, and go to the condition detail, so that we can see the condition detail which you need to pay for the respective purchase order. In this, the vendor is AAA1. Okay, you can maintain different vendor who is clearing the customs. Okay, so that the customs value needs to be paid to the customs vendor. Now go to /n myro, which is for posting invoice for the respective customs. They're saying that the customs has been cleared by the customs vendor, and we have to pay the customs duty to the vendor. Get the date, purchase order, and mention here planned delivery cost. As you maintain the condition type before creating PO, it will comes under a planned delivery cost. Just enter it and mention like amount. The amount, what is the amount of respect to customs? It is 200. What is the quantity? 100. You can go to the PO and check what is the total quantity and what is the customs paid to the government. And it is the quantity. And if you check the customs amount, the customs amount is 200. Okay, which is like okay, and perform the okay, just enter it. No issue. 200 is the total amount. 200. Deadline date. Okay, it's there. Okay, just enter and go to simulate. Enter. Enter. And it will show here. You are paying for the customs. Are you paying for the material? It will show here. Okay. Just enter it. No issue. Just post. See, now the system accepted the invoice. Normally, the system will not accept the invoice before posting the goods receipt. As there is no GR-based IR check is not there in the purchase order as well as the vendor master record, the system is allowing to make a invoice receipt before posting the goods receipt. Okay, the document has been posted. And if you see here, this was this one. The currency exchange was there here, so it is taking 114.60 GBP. To maintain the exchange of currency so that the vendor will get paid with respect to the currency of the vendor. Okay, and you need to perform the goods receipt now with respect to this purchase order. Once you pay the customs, you'll get the goods receipt. I mean, like the goods will deliver to the plant and you will perform the goods receipt. Go to slash and my go. A01 goods receipt, R01 purchase order. Mention 101 is the movement type. Check everything and perform the goods receipt for the goods you received. Store location, item okay, and just check and post. 100 is the quantity. Document is okay. Just post the goods receipt. And once you post the goods receipt, we need to pay to the vendor for the goods we received. Okay, we already paid for the customs. Now we need to pay for the goods we received from the vendor. Goods cost we need to pay, and for that we need to post a one more my go with respect to the goods receipt. The document has been posted. Now go to slash and my row, which is for posting a goods receipt for the materials. Before you posted for the planned delivery cost, now you are posting for the materials you received from the vendor. Mention goods service items, just enter. Okay, the cost is 2100 piece. Just mention okay and enter. 2000 is the total amount which you need to pay to the vendor for the cost of goods. Go to simulate and just post the invoice receipt. No issue, just post it. The invoice has been posted. Okay, now you can go and check. Okay, already PO is open there. You can go and check there. So this is like import procurement. And if you have any questions or any concerns, you can mention the comments area in the video so that I will be responding for your questions on that. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.